What is good? It is your boy, Mr. Frenzy from MrFrenzyProductions.com, and let's continue on using this construction pack. So today what we're going to do is we are going to learn how to use the drum loops. So I got my melodic section here. Everything locks onto the grid nicely. The metronome is playing with the beat, so that is a great sign. It means that we are ready to start programming some drums. Okay, so first off, what I'm going to do is I am going to find the clap or the snare drum. Okay, first I'm going to start by adding the snare drum. See if I can find the snare drum. Where is the snare drum? So in this beat, we have a rim shot, which is the snare drum. Now, rim shot is basically when you take the drumstick and you hit it across the rim of the snare drum, and it makes that sort of clack sound like this. All right, so I found my snare drum. I'm going to load it onto the grid. Okay. So the reason why I'm starting with the snare drum is because this is what establishes the backbeat, okay? There's a lot of producers that like to start with, like, say, kicks or with, like, hi-hats and all that sort of stuff. Now, I really highly, strongly recommend that you start with the snare drum so you can get the vibe for the track, okay? So I'm starting out with the snare drum. In this case, it's a rim shot. I'm going to take out the excess. And I'm also going to find the hi-hat as well and put it in with the snare drum. Now, what the hi-hat does is it establishes the drive of the beat. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. It adds more movement to the beat, and that's extremely important when it comes to trap music, or really basically any music. Okay, trim out the excess. Last, for right now, I'm going to find the bass drum, okay? Now, the bass drum, also known as the kick drum, is this right here. Oops. Fantastic, great. So, in the drum world, these are the three main components that you need to make a beat with, or to make a drum beat with, okay? Now, the reason why is because the bass drum is what the drummer is using to hit, These are the three components that make up a drum beat, okay? So say if you're a real drummer, using your right hand to hit the hi-hat, you're using your left hand to hit the snare drum, and you're also using your right foot to hit the bass drum, okay? All of the other drums add a little bit more flavor to the beat, which we'll get into in a second, but let's have a listen. Great, fantastic. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the crash cymbal as well. Now, the reason why I'm bringing the crash cymbal is because a crash cymbal adds that little extra excitement to the listener's ears, okay? And it also establishes that something new or a transition is going to happen in the music, okay? Well, it also depends on... Just adds a little tiny bit more excitement. Okay, now, this is all I'm going to use for right now, okay? I'm going to add in some other drums later, like, what else do we got here? We got the pop. Now, that pop is pretty cool. It adds a little bit more rhythm to the beat, but we're not going to worry about that yet, okay? We're gonna take this slowly, okay? All right, so this is the foundation of the beat right here, okay? In the next module, what we're going to do is we're going to start structuring out the music to create our own beat just by using this construction pack, okay? Great. This is Mr. Frenzy from MrFrenzyProductions.com, and I'll see you in the next one.